I love the sound of a fan, bro. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna get on you drug addicts. I was starting to get on my nerve. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody can heal. Okay, you don't want to heal. I know I was growing up in the drug house. I know the conversation. You don't want to heal because your STD, your issue. You might lose your sex. You might lose your sex, which is good, because you need to heal regardless. You might lose your friends. You might lose your money, whatever. But I'm gonna tell y'all, you don't want to do it because you're scared you're gonna be alone. You're gonna be alone for a while. But the thing is, as you heal, you're gonna find somebody else trying to heal that came from the same field you came from. And then you might even find your flame or your twin. They might be contaminated like you contaminated. Or you might not be contaminated. You might not be contaminated. But you need to heal. You might go to a drug rehabilitation center and you might meet somebody that's trying to rehabilitate like you. That might be your soulmate, your twin flame. You gotta go through the effects. The problem is you gotta go through that void first. When you gotta prove to God that you truly wanna heal. You get what I'm saying? You gotta prove to God that you truly wanna heal. You gotta be brave to do it. I know what you're thinking about. You gotta be brave to do it. I'm gonna go in the third gear on your ass. And then yours gonna be up there. But anyway, souvenirs. You better move slow. You better tread softly. But anyway, yeah, you don't want to heal. You know what I'm saying? It might be bait. I'm bait man. I'm bait man. I walk alone. I move alone. I go through storms alone. Batman gotta call me and make sure it's good for him to come through. Cause I know where all the true villains at. The rich man gotta call the poverty man. The slum dogs. I need you to, you see John Wick, that my darn, I always forget your name, my bad. Almost Fishburne. Fishburne said something like that, right? Lawrence or something like that, I can't remember. But anyway, John Wick, you see how he was over the underground. You gotta call the slum dogs. Hey, I need this move and make this move. That's exactly what it is, boy. Better know it. I always had stuff to make people want to do this and do that. You just wait till I build that house in front of all these slum dogs. Shit. I always been cocky like that, bro. I had the nicest car in the damn hood, boy. You better know it. And wish you would. Have my studio in the hood, leave the door open. Go to the store on you. Come back, my studio better be still there intact. You better know it. Anyway, like I was saying, thank you, Grandpa. Like I was saying, too sexy for my soul. So sexy it hurts. The haters, nigga, you better know it. My bad. See, I gotta get a lover, bro. It's time for me to calm down. It might be time for a lover, bro. God got one. He making one for me. He creating one for me. He building both of us up. See them love birds? You hear them love birds out there? God, they out there laughing. I heard my bird. I got a particular bird that whistle like me. I was in here trying to go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. That bird said, some shit like that. Y'all know how we do it. Some shit. I can't remember. I can do it when they do it because they remind me. But anyway, let me get my water. My throat been dry, y'all. But anyway, yeah, you go through the process and you gonna find hope again. You gonna leave. You spend your time doing the drugs because you feel like it's nothing there. You done sacrifice everything. You done lost your boats. You done lost your cars. You done lost your house. You done lost the top-notch women, and you done descended to the vibration of junky vibration. So now you looking for salvation. Well, you gotta go through this void before you can get to salvation. Once you go through this void, the only way to this void is to prove to God. That's that energy you don't see. That's that energy, the atheist, everybody be like, God ain't real. Everybody want to talk junk to God. That's that energy. When you get to that void, that's when you talking junk to God, blaming God. Put it that way. So you deal with God now. And that void is when you can't do that drug no more. You done tapered off. You done did your last gram. And now you sitting there looking like this. And now your mind wandering. Not knowing it's all psychological, really. And your mind wondering about the good time. Man, I remember when I was there, I had that cocaine. I remember I had 3 ounces. I remember I had 7 ounces. I remember I had this. See, the devil got you now because the idle mind is the devil playground. So now you descending some more. This time even worse in your mind. So now you giving energy to the drug that you just told God you gonna quit. But now you blaming God. You want to blame God now. You want to talk junk to God now. Talking junk to God now. You really giving God the business. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself though. So you trying to leave hope to go back, basically. So when you get to that part, now that I'm telling you this, your best thing to do is keep your mind occupied on what you lost, or what you got before you lost it, how you got it before you lost it, before the drug. You need to remember the part when you started doing the drug and you started losing all that nice shit. If you get to the point where you thinking about the drugs, before you sit there and think about the drugs and descend yourself in a worse caliber than you already is, you need to think about when you got on the drugs and you lost everything. Because now you going back to what you don't realize. God give you a second chance because you're still alive, right? You still move. God give you a second chance to go back to probably even better stuff and nicer stuff than you had the first time. You got to give it a chance. You got to give God a chance. So this is where God live at. God all in us everywhere, but God definitely right here with you, looking at you. Like, listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So, you right here now. You done quit the drug, you done quit this, you done quit that. That's why I say I love the way I quit, because I quit in a way where I can still be around it and not be tempted by it. I won't never advise nobody to do that, though. I got God on my side and my ancestors. You don't see nobody, but it's like a whole bunch of fleet of archangels, major arcana just standing beside me, standing around me on top of mountains, just looking down at me, making sure I'm safe. Looking at you like I wish you would. So I gotta make them happy because I see them, you don't. So I got family. I ain't never by myself. So anyway, when you get right here to this part, this place right here, you need to realize, forget that drug you was on. Forget them 3 ounces. Because them 3 ounces what ruined your life. Because what's keeping you from wanting to heal is the fact that you really thinking about your family, your wife, your kids you had, that beautiful life you had before you even thought about getting on that drug. Now let's think about that. Before you even thought, now look, Nance gonna come in, I got my window up, been raining. I don't wanna hear y'all crazy shit. Nance flying and done and this, and well, not really, y'all be, I ain't gonna say it's crazy. Y'all got y'all, I forgot some of us see spiritual insects and animals and all that, whatever. But I got my window open. It's been raining. Nance, I like to have my windows open. I buy windows, but I probably wouldn't never buy no, what's it called? I like for the wind to come in, the air, the outside. That's why I said if I had the money, I would build a house where I push a button and the whole house come open. Somehow, it'll just open somehow. Ceilings will open up, walls will open up, and I can just go out, walk outside anywhere I want to. Country boy. The cat's gonna guard the snakes. You know what I'm saying? The dog's gonna guard the haters. You know what I'm saying? And the snake's gonna bite the snakes. It's leveled off. You get what I'm saying? Everything for a reason. It's leveled off. Cats keep them away from this right here. Dogs keep them away from this side right here. It's leveled off. Snake's gonna keep them away from this side over here. You trying to go over there and get bit, pow. you get too far away, you get bit. My cats don't go that far. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you make your own security with nature. Where y'all think all this come from? It come from natural things. You out there buying stuff that God already gave us innately, naturally. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. It's natural. They just remaking stuff out of something that we use on a daily, bro. Like right now we use spoon. One day they might make it where we ain't gotta use spoon. Hell, you get what I'm saying? That's it. That's all they doing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Now, anyway, let me finish my stories. Time for another tank top, man. Can't find them, man. Everybody buying them. It's like I say something in this store, I'm finna go get a tank top out loud. It's like somebody go around to the store and buy all the tank top. But anyway, back to you drug addicts. I can talk to you, cause you dog me out. You call me everything but the child of God, not even 2, 3 years or 4 years ago. You call me everything but the child of God. Yeah, he did. And you was sitting in there doing the drug in front of me. You were really doing the drug. You gotta do an 8 ball a day. I watched you. But you trying to make money off telling folks I do drugs. How you gonna compare 1 gram a week to 8 ball a day? Just for you doing that, they should lock you up. Throw away the key. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, we got him. You ain't never got me, man. I was born in the slum. I was born in a crack house. You ain't ever got me. Not with no silly ass drug. Are you serious? Don't make me go delirious. Then I might get furious. And then I might make you curious. And then you're going to be like, we got to hurry and put them in the box. We got to block them out. We got to block them out. We don't need them out there. We don't need nobody to him. You know how y'all get. Because you hate the truth. Anyway, like I was saying, calm down, boy. Calm down. I got a big dog. Hellhound. The biggest one down there. You better quit playing with me. Anubis. That's his name. Feel real. Whatever they call it though. You got a wolf and a dog. Fin real. biggest one. Got a pet Leviathan snake. I mean, quit playing with me, bro. Shout out, boy. You don't want it. Better sit down somewhere. Who mate used to come to your house? Huh? Huh? Better watch it. Calm down. Anyway, like I was saying. What I was saying was, to get out drugs, you gotta recognize God. Once you recognize God, right here in this situation, so you done went over here, you got on the drugs, you want to get off the drugs, but the drugs is numbing the STDs effect. And you really can't have, it hurts to have sex without that drug. Okay? All right. Well, that's why we got to get you to healing. Okay? So no matter what your issue is of staying in that hopeless matter, you can get out of that situation. And by you trying to get out of that situation, you might your life might become greater than it was before you got in that situation. It's a good possibility, probably 50% chance. Because like I said, you start healing, you might meet your twin. You might meet your flame. You might meet your soulmate, because they might have been contaminated too. Whether they're contaminated in STD, or contaminated with drugs, or contaminated with some kind of other issue, whatever the issue may be. But both of y'all share the same common ground because you met each other trying to heal. Now you building your home on a mountain. You see what I'm saying? Only the strong can make it out of that. The weak can stay in it. I just told all y'all up there now. There's going to be so many junkies trying to get help now. You don't like that, do you? You heard what I said? Only the strong can make it out of it. The weak can stay in it. And when you get out of it, don't condemn nobody. You need to get out of it strong like I did, where you can be around it and not be tempted. And you can help people get out in a more soothing way. Instead of telling them, cut this off, cut that off. We all know if we cut everything off, it's going to be a lot better. But we need to know the process. Which way is the process? We're trying to heal here. Now, I wish people leave reefer alone, but I probably could have smoked weed, man, but everybody kept putting stuff in my weed. People putting stuff in the weed, putting stuff in the little vapes. You know what was beautiful about it? My ancestors wanted me to buy a vape. So when I buy this stuff, or I buy a certain product, they tell me to buy like food or whatever. When I put it in I'm excited to buy it, 'cause I can get, oh shit, we finna get right. But as soon as I put it in my body, 4 hours later they say foreign. And to me that means, oh man, it was just a test. Foreign means they put something in it just so it can affect people the wrong way. Not only affect people, but make you descend. So that's how detrimental the situation is at the moment, bro. Like, people are literally putting stuff in people's drugs that they shouldn't be putting in it. That's why I said, if reefer was legal here, I'd grow my own weed. I wouldn't even grow a lot. I'd just grow my own weed, and it'd be pure natural weed. It wouldn't be none of that craziness. And if it is unnatural, it's unnatural in a good way, and it's still even more natural. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that nature offers us that we don't even pay attention to. We too busy trying to get over here to these chemicals. You know what I mean? That ain't even made by God. It's like putting plastic in your body. You can't get rid of plastic on the ground. How you gonna get rid of it in your body? I'm finna heal y'all drug addicts. Cause some of y'all drug addicts out there are the good lawyers. You are the good doctors. You are the people who would tell somebody about themselves. You are the #1 player. You are the angel. A lot of y'all are the greatest people out there. And it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for y'all to heal, y'all. You think I wanted to heal? You know why I didn't want to heal? Because I didn't want to get over that hill. But I already knew, because I done did it before. Once I get over that hill, I'm going to thank God that I healed. And you ain't never going to look back to that crap. Somebody can drug you, put it in your drink, and you're going to have to pray to God that you don't slap them. Because your body done immune to the effects. Unless you're gonna play the role, you know, do some movie type stuff, put the movie effects in there. But drugs is no longer good to you when you done got to your natural high. It's no high better than your natural high. A sound mind is always the best natural high. A sound mind is the best natural high in the world. And like my new queen that God created for me, I want her to be, you know, natural like I am. And we gonna make fun with alchemy the right way. You know what I mean? We already doing that. I'm going this way. Everybody on this vibration are naturalists. And any naturalist will tell you that a sound mind is the best high in the world. I'm trying to say this without putting too much detail out there. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta watch it though, because some of them can be demons and Satan. You know what I'm saying? Because alchemists, you know, you dealing with alchemists now, alchemy now. You know what I mean? But there's way better stuff out there that make you feel better, look better, and then heal you naturally. And the problem is some of us can't afford it, or we ain't got the land to do it. I do. That's why I told y'all that's the importance of land. There's so many more importance of land. Y'all don't see nothing but growing food. Okay, well, that's why you look at it. That's it, growing food. But there's so many important that the land hold. There's so many important ingredients that land hold by itself. And it just don't make no sense for y'all to, just like y'all do with sex. It's just none of that crap makes sense. You get y'all the finest house you want, it's gonna take up all the land. You ain't gonna have no land. And then you give you the best car you want. Once it break down, you ain't gonna have no way of fixing it because you don't know how to fix it. You can't afford to fix it. Probably you could afford to fix it, but you can't even get out of your car and get it back started up. You can't call nobody. You're gonna have to get it literally. You're gonna have to call the tow truck man. And you're gonna have to spend a lot of money to get it towed. You know what I'm saying? It's just money, money, money. You putting yourself in a situation where you always gotta dish out money. I just killed y'all again. I just bust y'all head. Land finna go up. Damn. Let me get out.